Hello everyone, myself Dr. Ravi Agrari. We are here in this online platform especially for the discussion of MP PCS examination, state PCS examination, GS paper 3. See, this is the first lecture and here I would like to inform you guys what about the importance of this subject in your prelims and mains examination. What about the strategy that you people will follow to crack this exam, especially with this paper. Okay. So this entire video will be very helpful to you guys and the same thing you follow accordingly. So what about syllabus, what about question paper, all analysis I will do here, and definitely guys this video will be very helpful to you. Even whenever you start your preparation, in this beginning you should know about your syllabus, about your question paper standard, about the pattern and all. So definitely in this entire video I will explain everything. So let us start. I hope this entire video will be very helpful to you, and this video you should listen at least twice and thrice. Okay. So you start guys. As you know very well guys, this entire examination is 3 level of exam. The first prelims, next mains, and then interviews. In the prelims examination have total 2 papers. Okay, I will come in just few minutes in this GS paper 3 guys. So just to review of all in brief, prelims examination, if you go there guys, total 2 papers. The one is general studies and second is second will be the general aptitude test. So these are 2 paper here. General studies will have total 100 questions in your paper and time duration will 2 hours. Each and every question have a 2 marks. So sum of marks will be how much? Around total 200 marks. Second paper is a general aptitude test. Again here have a total 100 question in your paper. Time duration again same, it's 2 hours. And each and every question have a 2 marks, so overall 200 marks this paper will have. It's a totally entirely qualifying paper. It's not scoring, but minimum cutoff, if it will not go, you cut it, pass it in general studies, sorry, in general aptitude test. So finally your general studies paper will never check. So the minimum cutoff you across, your merit will decide overall on the behalf of your general studies that you qualified this prelims or not. So equally you should give a weightage to general aptitude test and then you should focus your general studies part. So let us start in this general studies part. What to do, how to do with your entire syllabus and where my portion will come. So ultimately at last you will be very clear in the entire syllabus. What about the role of GS paper 3 if you are going for GS paper, even you are going for prelims or mains examination? Everything will be very clear guys. Okay, so now you come in mains examination. After this qualifying mains examination, I hope you know the MP PCS brought a new pattern of your paper and now everybody should follow this pattern and this entire pattern will be helpful to you. How to go, what to do, and everything will be here guys. And then after this brief discussion I will come where is my part, those part I am going to deliver you here guys. Okay, mains will entirely have a total 6 papers and here all these 6 papers are scoring papers. Okay, here is no need of any qualifying. Okay, so every paper you should give a equal weightage. Reason, every paper are scoring paper, not qualifying papers, even any of them. First paper, it's a general studies paper 1. In your syllabus, history and geography subject mentioned here. Total entire duration 3 hours and marks will be 300. This paper will come in English and Hindi medium both. So if you want to write it English or Hindi, you're comfortable, you can write anyone. So you are free to write in your preference languages. If you're English medium, you can write English or Hindi, so you can write in Hindi, the first part. The second paper overall, general studies paper 2. In your syllabus, those subjects are mentioned here. Here are the subjects: polity, economy and social issues. Again the duration 3 hours. Entire paper cover 300 marks. Paper will come again in English and Hindi medium. Okay, again you are free on the behalf of your choice. If you are comfortable in English or Hindi, you can write in any of the language. Here you are not biased. Third paper, this is general studies paper 3. Subject science and technology according to MP PCS syllabus. But I will tell you guys, the syllabus as mentioned is a technology, science and technology. It's not properly science and technology. Okay, so how to go, what to go, you just wait. I will focus the paper number, third paper. Okay, fine. Again, duration how much? 3 hours. Total marks 300. Quali here you people are safe on the basis of your language. Those you prefer, either you can write in English or Hindi. So you are again free here. You are not biased. Paper number 4. It's overall General Studies paper 4. Even General Studies paper 4 in UPSC examination, center level of examination, civil services. Here this is mentioned as ethics, integrity and aptitude. Same paper is again here in General Studies paper 4. But actually in this ethics, aptitude and integrity, psychology, philosophy and public ed comes in that syllabus. And here this subject is not mentioned as the ethics, integrity, aptitude. Here it is mentioned as a subject wise like psychology, philosophy and public ed. Even whenever you will see guys in your surrounding, those people are taking ethics classes. Ethics, aptitude, ethics, integrity and aptitude for UPSC center level of civil services examination. They either have a psychology background, philosophy background and public administration background. Reason this type of subjects basics are required to go for ethics. So this is the reason it's actually ethics, integrity, aptitude. But in your MPPCS syllabus, it is mentioned 3 subjects: psychology, philosophy and public administration. Okay. Again here your syllabus duration 3 hours and total marks how much it is? 200 marks. Again you are free to write either in English or Hindi. You are not biased languages wise. But 5th and 6th papers, everybody bias here. It is compulsory that you have to write in Hindi. Okay. 5th paper overall, that is General Studies paper 5. It's a general Hindi and it's grammar. Okay, so you should give a equal weightage to this portion also guys. Again here duration is 3 hours and total sum of marks is 200. But here you people are biased to write in Hindi. I'm taking here your classes in English medium, but this paper you will only write in Hindi. And MP is guys Hindi based state. Here the languages those people prefer still for official purposes in Hindi. So you should give a proper weightage to Hindi. But I will tell you those grammar is required here up to 10th standard. 6th to 10th standard Hindi grammar if you know guys. So that will be enough to solve many questions in this paper. Overall General Studies paper 5. Okay. So you should give a equal weightage to Hindi languages also. If you belongs from MP region and you are interested for MPPCS examination. Next paper number 6. General Studies 6, and here 6th paper General Studies have an essay, and that essay you will write in Hindi only. Here MPPCS not mentioned that essay you will write in Hindi or English. So I hope you understood guys. You people should have a good languages, good holding capacity, yeah, even caliber to write a proper Hindi guys. Okay, so you should learn Hindi, and I'm very sure guys if you are MPPCS interested for MPPCS and in these region especially, so you should be belongs from Hindi belt regions. Here the duration is 2 hours and marks 100, and here you are biased to write in Hindi. So here you people only in these 2 papers are biased that you have to need to write only in Hindi. But in the first 4 paper you are free either in Hindi or English. Fine. Actually guys, in this entire discussion I will go and discuss with you guys this entire paper, paper number 3. So this is the paper. For that purpose I'm here right now, GS paper 3. See, in this GS paper 3, those I told you your syllabus mentioned as a science and technology. Okay, what will come in science and technology? It will come in the next PPT. You come here in this next PPT guys. You see here guys, after the prelims and mains, third level of exam will be interview. Total interview is 175 marks. One thing more guys, those should be very clear. Actually, you see this marks first. Okay, that I could not say there, that I will tell you first. If you sum all the marks, if you sum all these marks, you sum all these marks. 300, 300, 300, 200, 1100, 200, 1300 and 100, 1400. So total mains is how much marks? 1400 marks. You should be clear. So total marks mains will be 1400 in this new pattern of examination. Okay guys, fine. Now come next, interview 175 marks. So mains 1400, now picture is very clear, and interview 175. So total sum is how much? 1575 marks. So this is the entire pattern of your final selection, and then you will crack final examination. Okay, with your ranking or whatever it is, up to you guys. So this is the entire about prelims, mains and interview. What about the marks distribution? What about the pattern and all? This is over here. You know guys, I'm here especially for the discussion of GS paper 3. Now you come in the prelims syllabus, and in the prelims syllabus overall you see what about the syllabus, and then I will tell you those portion will cover with me for prelims examination. That in this entire syllabus I will also discuss with you. So state service prelims examination syllabus, paper 1, general studies. In general studies guys, Madhya Pradesh based knowledge is very important. Any of the subject you prepare, either history, geography, polity, economy, so you should give a equal weightage to your state, that is Madhya Pradesh. So here the every syllabus, those I'm going to discuss with the reading, I'm going to read out here. Madhya Pradesh based specific knowledge is very important. And even one thing more guys, if you people see UPSC, the central level of civil services examination, and Madhya Pradesh state PCS examination, hardly 40% is required here, 40 to 50%. 50%, rest of the 50% is totally different from UPSC central level of civil services examination. So preparation of MP PCS will be totally different from UPSC. I hope you will remember it. Okay, fine. So now you listen in this entire prelims syllabus that officially given there guys. The one, history, culture, literature of specially Madhya Pradesh. Second one, history of India. Here that is especially for Madhya Pradesh. Okay. Geography of Madhya Pradesh. Again here it is specified Madhya Pradesh. But another one, geography of world in India, entire. Next one, constitutional system of Madhya Pradesh. Again special for Madhya Pradesh. Okay. Economy of Madhya Pradesh. Again Madhya Pradesh. Even every year those MP government bring a budget. That budget you should always update for your examination. Okay. And next, constitution, government and economy of India. Okay. So one, MP, 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 and another side, general information overall about history, overall geography of world in India, overall constitution, government and economy of India. Next, seventh subject that mentioned in your prelims syllabus is a science and technology. Eighth one, here there is nothing about MP, especially central level of entire India. It's not, it's only science and technology according to syllabus. Eighth one is mentioned as a current of international and national affairs. Ninth, information and communication technology. And 10th, national and regional constitutional are statutory bodies. So many of the statutory bodies or constitutional bodies still required in many disciplines. So time to time every portion will cover here. You just wait. But I hope you understood the entire syllabus right now. My point is here, in this entire syllabus, those portion I will cover here right now, that will be this part, science and technology, and about information and communication technology. So these all are required here for your discussion here right now. Okay. And the rest of portion will cover later on in next mode. Fine. So let us start in this prelims. What about the syllabus of science and technology? And what about the syllabus of information communication technology? That I will explain you here right now in this beginning for the prelims paper. You know guys, what about your prelims syllabus that are defined? See guys, one thing. Here I just brought for you about the name of subject that officially mentioned by this government, especially for MPPC's prelims examination. Okay, under this syllabus there is something to define what will come. So proper classified syllabus under this subject is given on official site. What about the proper syllabus and all, I will show you here, guys. You just listen. See, this is the detailed syllabus of MPPC's examination that is given on official site. Here I will show you guys what about the prelim syllabus that officially your government has given you. This is the prelim syllabus, entire syllabus. Okay, you see your entire syllabus for prelims examination. Earlier you just have seen the name of subject. Now you should be clear about within subject what are given here. One thing more, guys. In this entire series, those I'm making here right now, here I will explain you guys topic number 7 and topic number 9. So definitely I hope you understood, guys. Here I will go and discuss only 7 and 9. This 7 and 9 portion will cover with GS paper 3. So GS paper 3 that I'm going to discuss with you right now in this entire video series, this will cover also for the prelims examination of topic number 7 and topic number 9. I hope you people very clear. So in that way you guys will be very sure what about the contribution of this entire GS paper 3 with your mains and prelims. Entire discussion will be covered in this video. Fine, you come here. Science and technology, what is here, guys? In this topic number 7, the one basic principle of science, I will discuss with you. Important Indian scientific research institution, their achievements, satellites and space technology. Next, environment and biodiversity, ecological system, nutrition, food and nutrients, human body, overall human physiology, anatomy, physiology, all, agriculture product technology, food processing, health policy and programs, pollution, natural disaster management. This is given in your science and technology syllabus. And the next portion that I will cover here in this entire video, information communication technology, electronics, information communication technology, robotics, artificial intelligence, cyber security, e-governance, internet and social networking sites, and e-commerce. So this is the another portion that will also cover in this entire discussion. Okay, everyone. Now, after this, I will come into the discussion of mains strategy. Those you will follow. Ultimately, what about demand of MPPC's examination? First you see. So I'm very sure you people very clear what about the prelims syllabus in this MPPC's examination that will cover with me in this entire discussion. So this is mentioned at topic number 7 and topic number 9 will cover here in this entire discussion. Okay. Now you come into mains paper. Okay. You come here, mains discussion. See, guys. Mains paper properly defined with you guys. In GS paper 3, you people have seen GS paper 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 and 6. 5 and 6, Hindi, grammar and essay. Paper 3, entire GS paper 3. What are here, guys? In entire GS paper 3 have total 10 units. I will show you. You just wait. Have total 10 units. And every units will have total 6 questions. So overall in this 10 units, how many questions? 60 questions. And every units will have a 30 marks. So entire this 10 units have a 300 marks. So this is total pattern that you will follow, especially to crack this MPPC's with GS paper 3 for mains paper. Okay, fine. What about the way as MPPC's will ask you a question? Very simple, guys. Total paper is divided in 10 units. Again, I repeat, total 10 units will be there. Every unit have a 6 questions, so total 60 questions, and every unit have a 30 marks. So overall grand total will be how much? 300 marks. So total marks, a grand total will be 300 marks. Now you listen. From every units, we'll have total 6 questions. We'll have total 6 questions. So from entire unit means total 10 units. From every units have a 6 questions. Okay, but this 6 question will categorize in 3 different groups. What are these 3 different groups? On the basis of size of questions. Okay, 3 question that will be from very short questions category. Very short question means this type of answer you will write hardly in 10 words, yeah, in around 1 row. Okay, and each and every question will have a 3 marks. So overall 3 questions, each and every question have a 3 marks. So total how much marks it will cover? Total 9 marks. I hope picture is very clear. 2 questions, it will be short question, means bigger than very short. So bigger than very short question. Okay, here 2 number of question will come, and every question you will write in 50 words. It will cover around 3 rows. Okay, and each and every question have how much marks? 5 marks. Total 2 question, the total sum of marks will be 10 marks. Now come long question, only 1 question will cover here, and a single question that will come from the long size, it will have only 200 words is the limit. And here guys, a single question will have a total 11 marks. In that way, if you sum the entire marks, it is how much? 9 plus 10 plus 11 is equal to 30 marks. So I told you every units have a 30 marks. So in every units, okay, 3 question very short type, 2 questions short type, and 1 question is the long type. See guys, in every paper, GS paper 1, GS paper 2, GS paper 3, GS paper 4, even paper 5 and paper 6, everywhere have a different strategy. Even if you people are going to start your preparations, so 2 things you should know first guys in the beginning in your preparations. The one, your syllabus, and second about the pattern of your examination. What about the standard of your paper? How MP pieces will make a question paper. So this is the reason in the beginning, not in my subject, you should have a knowledge entirely in this way in every subject. So that will be help you a lot, and you will be much more comfortable in your preparation. I hope you people understood. Okay. So this is the entire about discussion of your paper. Okay, now come next. I'm very sure guys in that way you will follow entire 10 units. Now the next point is, what are these 10 units? Again I will open a government sites syllabus. So this is the entire 10 units you see. GS paper 3. See guys, this entire is a Hindi, and for Hindi medium students I taught it. Now you come in English. Okay, this is GS paper GS paper 3, science and technology. See guys, in this science and technology, one thing those I will tell you in the beginning guys, this is very complex. This GS paper 3 is very complex. Reason many subjects are given in this entire syllabus. Okay, as MPPs has mentioned just a science and technology, but here in this science and technology have a many dimensions, means many subjects, multidisciplinary. I'm telling you. Okay, how multidisciplinary? Definitely guys, whenever I will show you the question paper, picture will be very clear. What will come, you just listen guys. In this third paper, science and technology, unit 1, what will come in unit 1? See, work, power and energy. Syllabus, whatever the gravitational force, friction, atmospheric pressure and work. This is physics. Even what about power? What about energy? Static energy, kinetic energy, various mode of conversion of energy from one form to another form. What is the feature of dynamo? In that way you should prepare guys. Okay, second, units and measurement, SI unit, MKS units, in that way guys. And then an example from daily life, meter, kilometer. What about the biggest units, longest distance, astronomical union, Chandrasekhar limits. In that way guys, light years. In that way you should try to know about units and measurement chapter. Later on, speed, velocity, acceleration. Someone is scalar quantity, someone is a vector quantity. Okay, acceleration, finally retardation. So this type of syllabus topics mentioned in your paper, guys. Sounds. What is the sound? Medium of propagations in solid medium, liquid medium, in gaseous. What about the sound propagation is there? What about the audible sound? What about the inaudible sound? Even different frequencies of sounds, okay, are recommended. At which decibel units the sound will be very dangerous for us? You can deaf there, guys, which is very dangerous. In sound free zones, up to how much decibel sound is allowed? Like hospitals, schools, courts, in the surroundings, written there, guys. If you go in that particular area, this much of sound, beyond it, this is not required, not allowed. It's neither it is punishable. So audible, inaudible sounds, that various categories, even various values. What about noise and music? Music still have a many frequencies and resonance, guys. That discussion is still very important. Like sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni. In this all beats, alphabets that is going to come in this music still have a different frequencies. That's why different type of sound appear here, guys. Different terminology related with sound like amplitude, wavelength, frequencies, vibrations. So this type of knowledge you should also have. Next one, electricity. There are different type of cell and circuits you should know. What about potential? What about resistance? Okay, in that way you should have a basic knowledge. The next one, magnetism. Not proper magnetism, just a basic knowledge about magnets, its properties, its preparations and uses of artificial magnets. Definitely even one of the very advanced artificial magnet discussion I will do in the brief. Here the not very advanced level of knowledge is required. Even if you people follow NCERT book 6 to 12 standard, 6 to 12 standard, your entire syllabus will cover there, guys. At least 70% your syllabus will cover there. Not entirely 100%, 70% syllabus you can cover if you read the 6 to 12 standard NCERT book. And another one, paper level is not very high as like to the UPSC central level of civil services examination. Paper is very superficial type. So you should have just a superficial knowledge, not in detail. Okay. Another one, guys, light. What about the reflection? What about refraction? What about mirror? What about lenses and image formation? Even just a simple question. What about the size of mirror should be to see your complete images? Minimum size of mirror which is required to see your complete image in front of mirror. So half of your entire length. That size of mirror, if it is in front of you, you can see complete images. Okay, this type of basic topics you should know. What about reflection? What about refractions? What about rainbows? Okay, this type of conditions. Okay, the pressure differences. Okay, type of questions are very important. Okay, so I will go there. What is the diffractions? Okay, the 7 colors, Vibgyos. In that way, some specific knowledge, basic knowledge is required, not very specific. Sorry. Next is the heat topics. Measuring temperature, Celsius, Fahrenheit, Kelvin, Reaumur. In that way, 5 scales I will discuss with you. The most important is the Celsius, Kelvin and Fahrenheit. Some of the formula I will give you. C by 5, F1 is 32 upon 9 is equal to K minus 273 upon 5. In that way I will give you some formula, guys, that you will follow. Okay, and your answer you can get it very easily. Celsius to Kelvin. What is absolute temperature? 0 Kelvin or wall? Yeah, minus 273 degrees Celsius. What will come in the Fahrenheit? So that conversion something is required, and very basics I will inform you. Different type of thermometers I will discuss with you. Transformation of heat, how we can transfer a heat from one to another places, mode of transformations. In that way basic knowledge is required. Actually, guys, this entire unit 1 is physics. It's totally physics, and this physics are up to 10th standard. Up to 10th standard. Even here you should not have a knowledge of 11, 10th standard of physics. 10th standard of physics knowledge if you have, this is enough. Now you come second unit that officially given in your syllabus. What about element, compound, mixture? Its definition, its chemical symbols, properties, availability on earth, which minerals are elements, are compounds, mixtures present there, what are the ores, their mineral components, in that way. So this is the first chapter. The second one, material. What are the metallic, non-metallic material? Next, periodic table and periodicity. That knowledge you should also have. Third one, what about atom, atomic structure, valency, bonding, nuclear fusion and fission. That in your school time you read it as a atomic structure. Atomic structure was the chapter, and here in the entire atomic structure, entire information is there, guys. Very basic information. What about acid, base, salt and pH value indicators? What about physical and chemical changes and chemistry in daily life? Just like alum, just like red phosphorus. In that way, there is many type of chemicals, elements, compounds we are using in day-to-day life. So chemistry in daily life. In that way, what about the importance of spirit that we are using? 95% of ethyl alcohol concentration level form a spirit. Okay, if you people have some contamination, yeah, after shaving, guys, you will use some alum. So what is the chemical formula of all? So in that way, this chapter is required. This is what? This is chemistry. And again, I will tell you guys, if you will read out 10th standard of NCERT book, so this much of knowledge, those required, you will complete it. So that basic information I will discuss with you, especially a background, a supporting book I am giving you guys. So I will advise you, those people who are very serious during 6 to 12 standard in your paper, you will get this paper is very easy. Okay, now you come next, unit 3. Unit 3 is study of microorganism and organic forming. Microorganism, those are not visualized through naked eye. Of course, because the resolution power of your eye is not to visualize microorganism like bacteria and viruses and even fungi also. Not every fungi, but most of them. So I will discuss with you mycoplasma, viruses, microspheres. In that way I will discuss with you. Okay. And organic farming right now very popular, guys. And organic farming based food, FSSAI, recommend you guys and give a certified to organic products. Okay, FSSAI. So that I will discuss with you. Where you go biomasses based farming, agriculture production, where you go for vermicomposting based, dung. In that way, organic farming we are doing everywhere. What about cell structure, its function, classification of animals and plants? So different types of plants and animals, that knowledge you should have. Nutrition in plants, autotrophs, heterotrophs. Okay, then you should know about the parasites, saprophytes. Animals, you should know about different types of nature like caprophagy, amensalism. Okay, in that way you should know about many terms for the animals like herbivores, carnivores, sanguivores, caprophagy. So this type of terminologies are important to you guys. So animals and human beings. Balanced diet, those food we are taking there, guys, like protein, fat, carbohydrate. If I ask you guys, in this balanced diet, there are few proportions are given. And this proportion you should follow in your diet. Okay, and then on the behalf of that proportion, guys, you have to need a proper calorie. You should always prefer the proper calorie. Even me as a faculty, as a teacher, as a faculty for FPPC examination, even my work is not physical type. If I'll not take a proper diet, my size, my weight, my calorie, if it will be enhanced, guys, finally my body weight increase, I can be hypercholesteric and many other obesity and other problems. So everybody should prefer a proper diet. So what about the compositions? What about all? I will discuss with you. Even the diet value change in different age group person. Even India Yearbook published every year. So here, what about the food? Caloric value for normal person have, growing kids, pregnant women, old age, everything is mentioned there. Men and women, what about the calorie and all? Everything given officially. Vitamins you should know, deficiency diseases and hormones. So many vitamins deficiencies even if you occur, guys. So that what about the chemical formula of vitamin? Like vitamin A is retinol, B is B complex. Okay, what is the concept of B complex? B1, B2, B6 and all, B12, cyanocobalamin. Vitamin C is ascorbic acid, D calciferol. In that way, some basic information is required for your paper. Hormones. Hormones come in endocrine system. Hormones come in endocrine system. Okay. I will discuss with you how your brain and your means brain have a specific part is called hypothalamus, and one of the very important endocrine gland is called pituitary gland. How the brain and pituitary gland is connecting together, that I will explain you here, guys. Okay, and finally everything starts from our brain. During the discussion of hormone, I will discuss with you that nervous system and endocrine system is responsible for entire control of your body. Okay, that is called homeostasis. Homeostasis is an automatic internal control mechanism. Homeostasis. So that homeostasis is what and how. Under the hormone topic, I will explain with you how nervous system and endocrine systems are connecting together and your body is under control. Now come next, different body organs of human beings, their structures and functioning. What about the function of liver? What about function of skin? What about the function of skin? Means I will go into the sensory organ, that discussion. Not only skin, eye, nose, ear, like in that way I will discuss with you. Later on, they're on functioning and all. Next one, respiration in organism. Do you know, guys, organisms are three types. I'm telling you, living organisms. Okay, organism is living organism. You always remember. The one is plant, second animal, and third microorganism. It means if this type of question come, respiration in organism, so in brief you should know respiration in plant, respiration in animal and respiration in microorganism. This entire knowledge you should have. But in brief, MPPCs will not make a very difficult question. In brief, small discussion I will do with you. Next, transportation in animals and plants. In animals, for transportation purposes, your circulatory system is inside your body. In the case of plants, vascular bundle is there, where you can see the component like xylem, phloem and cambium. So that discussion is required. Later on, you should go into reproduction in animals and plants. So I will discuss with you. What about the plant reproduction and animal reproduction? Later on, you go into health and hygiene and diseases. Of course, guys, that discussion is also very important. Right now, worldwide, people are suffering with the corona problem. So coronavirus is actually a kind of respiratory problem. Okay, and the coronavirus is a very specific family that is called Coronaviridae family. And three type of pathogens are very common under the Coronaviridae family. The one that you should know, that is SARS, guys, severe acute respiratory syndrome. The second one you should know, it's called MERS, Middle East respiratory syndrome. And third that you people are listening right now is a corona, that is totally something mutated form, some new form of viruses that is right now in our surrounding, guys. You should also know it. So that entire discussion I will do here. It is what? So ultimately it is proof it is entirely biology. So I told you guys, it is what? Highly dynamics. Overall this chapter, paper number 3. The first one you got it as a physics, second one you got as a chemistry, and third one you got as a biology. Fourth one is what? The fourth one is entire topic is computer. The fourth one is what? This is computer. Next subject came here, computer. What about types of computers? Its characteristics and generation. I will tell you the first generation, second generation, third generation and fourth generation this time. Okay, you should know. What about memory? Computer memory, its input output devices, storage devices, software and hardware, different operating system, Windows, uses of Microsoft Office that you are using right now. Even those Word file I open it, guys, that is that we people are using in Microsoft Office, that you should know here. About computer languages, about translators, compilers, interpreters and assemblers. Plus what about the internet and emailing, social media, e-governance and different useful portals, sites and web pages. So of course here the mostly which was important here, guys. Okay, fine. Facebook, Twitter, Telegram, Instagram. Okay, fine. But here I will tell you guys, advise you, government portals you should also follow. ऐसे तो there are many portals, but you should follow official, that is important for you. So it's entire computer. Yeah, in short, I can tell you some information and communication technology parts connecting here. So computer or overall I can tell you information and communication technology. Next, unit 5. What will come in unit 5? See, numbers and its types, methods of unit measurement, questions and factors, profit loss, percentage, simple and compound interest, ratio proportions. This is what? This is oral maths, small maths, and it is a static part. Statistics, probability, measurement of central tendency like mean, media and mode, variance, types of sampling. So this is the maths and static part. Statistic, not static, statistic part, unit number 5. So it's a 5th chapter. Now come next, 6th. 6th chapter here is what? It is totally based on health and disease with various immunization program. Okay, this is health and disease. Health and disease with various immunization program. Actually, always Ayush Ministry in news. Officially, MPPCS has mentioned the name of Ayush. So that you should know here, guys. Not only Ayush, a part of this other knowledge you should also have. Communicable diseases, their preventions, national vaccination program, primary knowledge of Ayush. Ayush means Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Siddha and Homeopathy. Health related important welfare scheme of central and state government, and major health organization of central and state government. This is state government, especially which state you will follow only? MP, Madhya Pradesh. And central level, National Nutrition Mission, Ayushman Bharat. In that way you should, Mission Indradhanush, you should have a knowledge. AIDS eradication program, tuberculosis. Okay, India Jeetega, tuberculosis Harega, that campaign that India brought. So this type of things is required here. So major health organization of central and state government is required here in this entire syllabus. Now come unit number 7. Unit number 7 is a mixing of 2-3 subjects. Overall 2 subjects I will tell you, which is most important, those are connecting here. Especially I will tell you it is the completely technology. And this is actually technology. Okay, this is actually technology. Unit 6, what about the syllabus? Effects of development of human life, limitations of indigenous technology. I will discuss what type of limitations of many indigenous technology that developed in India. And definitely what about the effects in the human life of this entire technology developments. Of course guys, because of technology now this online classes I'm taking you guys. Okay, this is what? This is a beneficial that everybody can listen me everywhere. This is what? This is the technology that you people are using, the spectrum, frequencies, the bandwidth and all. History of remote sensing satellites. And what about remote sensing in India? This is a space technology based topic. Especially your examiner focus, remote sensing. Okay. Indian Space Research Organization institution names are given there. Raja Ramanna Center for Atomic Technology, Satish Dhawan Space Center, which is a launching station of India, Defense Research Development Organization DRDO, that set up in 1958, Bhabha Atomic Research Center, plasma research and other research purposes. For ITER purposes it is connected, that is called nuclear fusion experiment, artificial sun experiment, that I will discuss with you in that period of time. Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, a lot of studies from this research center you can get it guys, environment based. Okay. National Atomic Research Laboratory, Tirupati, Liquid Propulsion System Center, where the India has developed the propellant system. That propellant is a mixture of fuel plus oxidizer that we people are using inside the launch vehicle and even also inside the missiles. India developed the propellants, means fuel plus oxidizer at that place, Space Application Center, that is in Ahmedabad. Mostly it is important into the many conceptualization and realization of the space research work. It promotes a lot of space research in India, boost up the new generation that you should go for the space research work in India in that way. Next one, Indian Deep Space Network. I will tell you what is this topic. Ramanagara Indian Space Science Data Center. Okay, Indian Space Science Data Center. Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, that is in Thiruvananthapuram. I will discuss. This is the place where the India developed the own launch vehicle. SLV, ASLV, PSLV, GSLV. I hope you guys heard it. Today India is not developing the SLV and ASLV, but PSLV and GSLV I hope everybody know. Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology, IST, that is in Thiruvananthapuram. National Remote Sensing Center, that is in Hyderabad. I also visited there, guys, whenever I go for the classes. So sometime I go and visit there, guys. That all the remote sensing data is going to store in that places. How through beeps and all the remote sensing satellites are working, that everything is coming on the screen. I hope you people have seen some movies like Mission Mangal. If you guys have seen the Mission Mangal, so whatever in that movie now, the same thing you can see in this center also. If you get the opportunity, you should go and you should see everything. Institute of Remote Sensing, Dehradun, and general information of EVAM institution. So ultimately, guys, not in detail, just like in brief, some of the information at Vikram Sarabhai Space Center. I told you Satish Dhawan Space Center. Okay, it is a launching station of India. So just a few information launching station of India. Why is a launching station? So 1-2 line is enough. Not detail. Only even your syllabus. Really very nice. What is required is already mentioned there, just general information. Okay, not massive knowledge you should have. After it, guys, you should be a knowledge about generation of geostationary satellite launch vehicles. Of course, geostationary satellite launch vehicle already come in 4 generation of launch vehicle. The one SLV, satellite launch vehicle. Second generation is a ASLV, augmented satellite launch vehicle. Third generation is a PSLV, polar satellite launch vehicle. And fourth generation is GSLV, geostationary satellite launch vehicle. Further, geostationary satellite launch vehicle have a 2-3 categories. Geostationary satellite launch vehicle, geosynchronous satellites, geosynchronous transfer. In that way, I will discuss with you. It's a very basic, just a 10-minute discussion is required. Over. Okay. Already your syllabus mentioned general information, not going in detail. The next one is biotechnology. Its definition, uses in sector of health and medicine, which is connected with this biotechnology. The next one in agriculture, animal husbandry, industry and environment. What about the connection of biotechnology? Actually, guys, biotechnology is categorized in different colors on the basis of their own uses. So biotechnology is categorized in different colors on the basis of their own uses. Just like I will tell you, red biotechnology. Biotechnology in short always called as a capital B, capital T. Don't write a small t. If you write the small t, it will become as a BT crop. Okay. So biotechnology officially in short it mentioned as a capital B and capital T. Red biotechnology, green biotechnology, white biotechnology, blue biotechnology. In that way, biotechnology applications are given. Even I will recommend to everyone, one of my book for the science and technology is published from McGraw-Hill publication. I will advise to everyone, don't miss to read that book. Okay, that is very, very relevant and entire discussion is given there. Those are mentioned in your syllabus guys. Red biotechnology, application of biotechnology in medicine. Green biotechnology, application in agriculture. White biotechnology, application in industry. And blue biotechnology, application in ocean diversity, ocean uses and all. Environment concern, I will discuss with you guys oil spill, oil japper, and a part of this other examples like I can tell you about bioremediation. In that way, biotechnology can be useful for environment. Okay. Next topic that is mentioned officially in your syllabus like clones, robots, artificial intelligence. This knowledge is very, very important. Patents and rights of intellectual property rights like TRIPS and TRIMS. This knowledge you should have. Contribution of Indian in the field of science and technology. Chandrasekhar Venkatraman, Hargobind Khurana, Jagdish Chandra Basu, Homi Jahangir Bhabha, M. Vishwesvaraya, Srinivas Ramanujan, Vikram Sarabhai, APJ Abdul Kalam, Satyendranath Bose, Raja Ramanna and Praful Chandra Roy. And next topic, national and international awards in the field of science. So this is the entire knowledge those are required regarding this unit number 7. Now come unit number 8. In unit number 8, this is entirely, guys, topic is energy. Unit number 7 is what? This is space. See here, guys, that is a space technology and biotechnology. These two topics are mentioned in this entire syllabus. Okay. Next one is energy, the topic number, unit number 8 in your entire syllabus. What is the unit number 8? What about the conventional, non-conventional source of energy? Its meaning, definition, example and differences. Energy efficiency, energy management, organizational integrations, energy management in operational functions, energy purchase, production planning, control and its maintenance. Next, what about the issues and challenges related to energy studies in India? Energy strategies in India. That's why India could not become very successful. And there is so much delay, guys, to complete electrification in India, guys. Okay. Alternate source of energy. Okay. Like what about the present scenario and future? That India's future was around 175 gigawatt by 2022. And today have some changes in the renewable energy growth of India. Just like 222 around gigawatt. That India's target for 2022. In that way, you should have a knowledge. And here, what about the future like solar energy, wind energy, oceanic energy, geothermal energy, biomass energy, biofuel energy. Even biofuel energy is very, very important. This is that type of fuel which is generated from biomasses. It's a bioenergy. So first generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation. Even biofuels are those which is derived from the biomasses. Okay, like sugarcane, like maize. The sugarcane maize we are using for the formation of ethanol. In that way, the knowledge is required to you guys. And even biofuel policy that government made it recently, guys. That the brief knowledge is very, very important. Unit number 9. Unit number 9, definition, scope and dimensions of environment. Ultimately, guys, this entire topic is what? This is environment part. This is environment part. I hope you understood how much dynamism in this entire GS paper 3 main syllabus. Okay. So environment, what about physical, economic, cultural, educational, psychological? Concept of environment in Indian context. Concept of environment in modern world. Effect of human activities on environment. Ethics. Values related to the environment. The environment ethics. Okay. Biodiversity. Environmental pollution. Environmental changes. Issues and challenges related with the environment. Causes and effects of environmental degradations. Environmental educations. Programs for mass awareness, environmental educations, its relationship with the health and safety, eco-friendly technologies, conservation of energy, constitutional provisions related to environment and its productions, environmental production policies and regulatory framework, even many acts, guys. Okay, Wetland Conservation Act, National Biodiversity Program that government brought, many regulatory framework, guys. Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, which is the main leading ministries working in India, especially for the protection of environment. Environmental Protection Act, okay, 1986. Okay, where this all the sensitive zones, ecological sensitive zones are defined and all. In that way, this chapter is very, very important. And the last one, so here environment also come. The last one, guys, unit 10. Unit 10 is actually somehow it is geography. It is geography. But the geography level is not so much high, guys. It's a very basic knowledge, just like definition and importance of geology. Okay, geology. Geology means study of earth, like earth, crust, mantle, core, lithosphere, hydrosphere, ozone and age of earth. Just like how earth originated. Many theories are given there, guys. Age of earth around, origin of earth around 4.6 billion years ago. Around 4.6 billion years ago. Life came around 3.2 billion years ago. In the beginning, there was no life in that. So in that way, okay. For the aging of living organism, fossils and all, we are using the geological time scale. Azoic, Archaeozoic, Proterozoic, Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Triassic, Jurassic, Mesozoic, Cretaceous. In that way is very important. What about the rock? Its definition, types of rocks like igneous, sedimentaries, metamorphic, minerals and ores, fossils, weathering and erosions. What about difference? Formation of soil, groundwater, natural coal, natural oil and gases. And gases type of fuels are very, very important in this period of time. Shale gas, coal bed methanes, that you can say are coal seams. So this type of informations are very, very important. Groundwater have a different type, like hygroscopic water, gravitational water, runaway water. In that way, that is very capillary water. In that way, the definition and what about the different zones into the groundwater is important. So I hope guys, you will very clear with this entire detailed discussion of your syllabus. What about the demand in this MPPCS for GS paper 3, and this GS paper 3 is smartly connect with what prelim syllabus of 2 chapter in this out of 10, 7 and 9. The 7 one science and technology, and the 9 one information and communication technology. Okay, and these all we will follow here in this entire discussion. Okay, and I hope you understood guys. This subject is very dynamic. Physics is here, chemistry is here, biology is here, computer is here. Computer means information communication technology, and again basic guys, mobile generation and that type of topic here MPPCS examiner not ask you. Okay, mathematics, some small statistics, health and disease immunization programs, space, biotechnology, even patent and rights, IPR, energy, environment and geography. Yes, somehow you can call as a geology. This is your entire syllabus for your examination, and these are the total 10 units where I told you guys this one total 6 questions from entire units. Okay, and every units have a 30 marks. Okay, and this is the total units. This is the way, and every units will have a 3 questions very short type, 2 questions short type and 1 question long type. And this is the word limits. You remember, yeah, one thing which will be in the last, I will tell you, don't be biased with this 10 words. Means you will not count whenever you write, you will do practice like it. Okay, 10 words means just if you finish your answer in 7 to 8, yeah, maybe 11 or 12. 50 means 45, 43, okay, or 51, 52. 200 means around 180 to 210. I'm just telling you, small word limits plus minus small, big word limits plus minus big, you follow. But I will advise to everyone at last, because most of the time student confuse. So if I will complete this answer not in the particular word limits, should I penalize? See, officially it is not mentioned you will penalize, but still it will not appear that you are doing your work in the proper limits. Actually, this type of limits, why it is given? For your fluctuations, that you have fluctuating mind or not. According to demand, you can adjust everywhere or not. What is the simple? Those examples you are going to write in the long questions answer, you stop it. Just a definition type of information you write to complete very short questions. So ultimately, if you want short, long and whatever, you should do your practices and prepare accordingly. Okay, and it is not possible every question you write one time very short type, then you write short type, then you long line type. Few practices you do, and that practices you follow for entire preparations. Okay, it is not possible the same topic you prepare first for the 200 words, then for the 50 words, then for the 100 words. Here you should have a creative minds, and you should know it very well. You should learn it very well, guys, how you can manage the word limits smartly. Okay, even in this entire discussion I will help you. Fine. So this is the way, guys, you will follow the entire syllabus and all. And examination syllabus already explained with you guys. You people very clear. This is the entire syllabus. This is the entire syllabus. And yes, at last, all the best, guys. Regarding your any doubts, whatever you have, you people can connect with me on given WhatsApp number. Okay, and that number I will give you with time. So I hope this entire video that I discussed with you, it's very enough. It's enough to you guys. And in beginning, you should know very well, guys, that what is the demand. Ultimately, your 50% work totally complete. Whenever you know about the demand, accordingly your supply should be there. So at last, I will advise to everyone that syllabus you will take from the sites. Okay, either I can also give you this PDF. Second one, pattern, how MPPCS ask the question, because every paper have a different pattern, different word limits, different marks overall. And third one, guys, paper. If previous paper is available, so you should check it. Through the previous year question paper, you will understand what about the standard of MPPCS examination. So at last, syllabus thoroughly you should know. Even you should mug up the syllabus. Pattern in every paper. What about the demand? That pattern you will follow. And third one, paper, previous year paper that will help you to understand about the standard of your examination. So thank you everybody. I'll stop here in the first video, and second video onward I will start to continue this entire syllabus, and the first video, the next one video will be on unit number 1. So thank you everybody. Have a good day. Take care. All the best. Bye.